I told y'all stop inviting people to this cookout because they don't bring nothing and they claim everybody else's dishes. Jack Harlow is light-skinned Drake. Y'all being impressed when one of them dances on beat, barely, is why he now has this album. Jackathy, I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your comeuppance. Stop telling these people that they got soul, that they soulful, cause they rip a sample and then put words over it. Got that boy out here sounding stupid in interviews. Jackalope, Jack of no trades. You did not get blacker. Your audience ain't black. Jack Harlow is Super Saiyan Blue. Drake is Super Saiyan God. Both are whack, but at least God was kinda cool. Blue is supposed to be cool, but you don't really like it though. Stop making mid-microphone magicians famous.
Everybody tripping on the word nigga, man. Nigga this, nigga that. I guess I'm a white nigga. Shit, you probably met a couple white niggas just like me. I'm up early in the morning cause this bread don't bake itself. Turn my music up and listen if you trying to make some wealth. Keep a pistol on my...
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I wasn't gonna play too much of that bullshit. This nigga's in the video in a shitty motel with probably prop money, fake jewelry, and rented cars, right? This nigga's literally the epitome of 90s videos. All that shit's fake. I seen the comment section, somebody said that his granddad or somebody, maybe his dad, was the CEO of Auto Trader magazine. So that's where he gets money from, right? Now I don't like this guy from various reasons. One, he's lyrically trash. It's not even the fact that he's white, but that don't help. And the fact that he's audacious to say that he could say the word nigga, and I think I did a video about that. And now he's got this trash ass video with a song titled Nigga, White Nigga. And me personally, I never thought I'd see the day where white rappers emerge in so many numbers, and not only that, have the audacity to be not only a right-wing conservative GOP supporting voter, but have the audacity to use a racial slur in the context of how culturally black people use it. Now, the reason I say that white people shouldn't say it, I don't say they can't say it, because like my pops used to say, you can say whatever the fuck you want, right? You a man. However, you can say whatever you want, that comes for certain repercussions. And I think this younger generation, if I had to peg it, he looks like he's like early 30s, probably 30, 31. They feel like people saying that they can't say nigga, it's because they're trying to tell them what to do. Black people say you can't say nigga because historically it's a racial slur coming from people that resemble yourself, sir. There's a racial connotation attached to it. Words are feminine or masculine. They're also negative or positive, depending on who says the shit. People don't understand that, and half the population has a illiteracy rate of 50%. So I'm not, and he's from Florida, so I'm not surprised if he don't understand or grasp that concept. He probably can barely read. And if he does have money, and that's not prop money, let me just put this out here: nobody gives a fuck about your money. That's one thing I hate about white rappers. They lean on possessions. Hip hop is not predicated off that, and the niggas that do that, well, let's just say they lean on that because they don't have talent, which adds you to the pile of rappers that don't have talent, right? But yeah, he's audacious to say the least, and he's disrespectful with it. Him, like that General Lee dude, they feel like, and I don't even know how big they are. He looks like he's about what, 5'9", 5'10". Got a little weight on him, right? He's husky, but he smokes blunts, so he's out of shape. Has somebody in the comment section talking about, you've never tuned up anybody. Like, I probably haven't, right? That's not up for debate, and you don't know me. What I will say is, I know how to box, and this nigga doesn't look like he can go 3 rounds. And I ain't talking about in a ring. There's a lot of people that just talk shit. You can tell they ain't been punched in the face because how they pop off. Like, not knowing the first thing about sparring, it puts you in harm's way. But second, there's more places in America other than just Florida. Take that shit up to Chicago. See how that plays out for you. Dollars to Donuts, him, that Tom McDonald dude, and General Lee probably only do shows in the Chitlin circuit, right, where they're safe and comfortable, or they're probably local. This nigga probably does shows in Florida, Texas, shit with California, where he's safe. You ain't taking that shit to New Orleans. You ain't taking that shit to Atlanta. I have never in the history of niggerdom seen this nigga in the city of Atlanta. You're not taking that shit to New York. You're not taking that shit to Jersey. I said, don't even know how to pop off or where to pop off at. It ain't where shit can pop off. It's in places where they're safe. They're doing shows for a bunch of white kids. They're probably packing venues that niggas don't know about. So they're not getting touched, right? And they're probably doing shows with other redneck artists. Speaking of other trash artists, we got your boy right here. And I couldn't find the audio clip of Jack Harlow talking about making his album called Monica. He felt like he was getting blacker. I don't know, black like this. Somebody did a version of him looking like the album cover of Mos Def, Black on what is it, Black Star, or Black on Both Sides. And then somebody made a meme of him, Milk the Shocker, charge it to the game, where he's handing out, instead of a credit card like Silk the Shocker, he's handing out a white privilege card. And then somebody also did I guess this is a meme cover of him looking like Common, right, wearing the same hat. They got his face. This look like the album Common did, called Common, and on the bottom it says Uncommon. And like I said before, I don't like Jack Harlow for the obvious reasons. He's not doing rap music because he wants to be a hip-hop star. He's doing rap music because he wants to cross over. I assume, or I surmise, he wants to cross over like your boy Post Malone and start doing other music or popular music, or even like your boy MGK. He wants to do grunge or alternative rock music. These motherfuckers aren't sweet. They not slick. They do this shit so that they can get into the music industry. Everybody knows that hip hop is a bridge, right? And then when you become popular and you do pop music and you cross over, they start doing other forms of genre music, talking about, I'm just exploring my artistic abilities. One, you didn't even have rap abilities. You had no skills in hip hop. But other genres are not popular. Like, they can't pop off like that, right? One, because they don't have an audience. Two, it's not a popular genre. Three, most genres that were popular, like rock, alternative rock, grunge, they're mostly, for the most part, commercially underground. So you have to pop off in hip hop, which is the most mainstream music right now. To do that, to bring any sort of popularity or semblance of popularity to it, like Post Malone. He did White Iverson, the song Congratulations, a couple features with Migos. Once he got popping, then he crossed over and started doing folk music and rock music and I guess country music, right? But he's got the popularity, the audience from hip hop, which are mostly white kids. So it makes sense. It transcends over to another, like he coagulates, not coagulates. He cultivates a white audience of hip-hop artists that are not strangers to rock music, alternative music, grunge, or even country. So he garners a bigger audience. Now, strategically, I'm not going to front like that's not smart. However, we got to just call it what it is. Parasitic in its leech ass shit. If you had any gumption or any type of confidence in your music, you would have just started off doing that. But they know that shit can't take off, or if it does, it takes an insurmountable amount of evidence to pop off. So they do hip hop. Now, I've never liked Jack Harlow because between the song First Class, the feature he did with Lil Nas X, he's just trash. I've never heard a song of him that was dope. That's the least I can say about Eminem. I can at least say Eminem came in the game with a dope ass product. And to my knowledge, he's never tried to cross over to do quote unquote other genres. I'm not going to say white music because grunge, country, rock, alternative, those aren't white genres to begin with, but I digress. He's never tried to do that. He stayed true to this. He ain't new to this. He stayed in hip hop, and however his lyrical ability, in my opinion, has declined, he stayed authentic to who he was as a hip hop artist. He hasn't tried to go over and do alternative music or do pop features with Britney Spears or Backstreet Boys, all the people he dissed. So I gotta give him credit. Not only that, he knows the basics of hip hop. He has the structure down. He has the cultural artistry down pat. So at the very least, I could salute him. Like, I'm not gonna. It works after the Slim Shady show was kind of trash, right? That Revival, Recovery, Music to Murder 2, and a couple other albums he put out. In my opinion, wasn't that good. They were lackluster to say the least. But I'll never take away the Slim Shady LP, the Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady Show, and Encore. Them shits, for my opinion, they was dope. They go into hip hop classics. But this Post Malone, there's Jack Harlow nigga, that Caskey nigga, this Forgiato Blow, General Lee. All these niggas is just trash. And I've listened to them. So for anybody talking about I'm hating, I've actually given their music a listen to. I've click play on YouTube, sat back and listened and tried to absorb the shit straight like garbage juice. I'm just gonna keep it real. Now I will say black women love Jack Harlow only because of that First Class. It's a catchy little song. It's not a good song, but it's catchy. And let's be real and keep it 100. Black women have never been the arbiters of dope hip hop at all. Yes, it's true that if the women like it, niggas will follow. However, it was always dope shit that got us on board. But they never was the ones to say, this the dude right here. Like, we didn't like Biggie because bitches told us Biggie was dope. Biggie happened to do, I like the way you call me Big Papa. That was dope. It got women to dance. Niggas was already onto Biggie with Party and Bullshit, Hypnotize, Warning, Who Shot You. Like, so in my opinion, black women never have been the arbiters of good hip hop. Let's just put that out there. Every now and again they point to a nigga that say, yo, he's dope, but for the most part they've never had good. Like, every woman that I've dated always have had shitty taste in rap music. I've dated women that actually had Will Smith's Jiggy album. That shit was garbage. All right. Or they've had Puff Daddy's No Way Out. I ain't listen to that shit. They like shit like Mace's first album, Loon's first album. And although Mace is a good rapper, when he went commercial, he was garbage. Let's just keep it real. So the fact that they like Jack Harlow's First Class, they just like something to dance and shake their ass to. That ain't about nothing. That's not a deciding factor if a nigga's dope or not. And you can be dope and make party records. LL Cool J has done that time and time again. So the fact that Jack Harlow makes songs for women and he's still trash, it just means he's a whack artist. That's not me hating, and it's not because he's white. However, like I said, being white don't help you out none. It hurts you. In any event, if y'all like this album, you know the drill. Click the link, buy some merch, share the video, subscribe, and is out.